Hey everyone, how's it going? We had to pump the brakes on the Rampage show tonight, so I figured let's hop on, play some games, chat, just see what's going on out there. I've been kind of out of touch over the last weekend, so uh, just curious what else going on in the world of arena football. We've got a good little audience building on X or Twitter. A couple folks on Facebook, a couple on Twitch. Again, you can catch us just anywhere: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, anywhere you consume media. We've got it. But yeah, come on in, say hi, pop in chat for a little bit. Really, I'm just gonna be hanging out, playing a game, and chatting up whoever comes in. If I've got answers to questions, I'll try to answer them. At least give you my opinion at the absolute worst. Um, but yeah, just kind of a casual thing. Just coming here to hang out for a couple hours tonight. Um, but yeah, if you're on, give us a chat, say hi, tell me what's going on. I am going to try to work on getting this thing loaded up and get right to it. And hopefully this all works. I've tested a couple times, but it's kind of a finicky little thing. So, all right, there we go. Get myself comfortable here. I tell you, for PS1, just right off the bat, I'm already impressed. I mean, actual video footage, and I guess that's kind of what the PS1 did best, was combine some of the video footage uh, with the audio. Hopefully my audio is coming in. Hopefully this isn't going too loud. Let's see how that plays out. So I gotta admit, this stuff is definitely before my time in the arena football world. But man, it was a good time. A lot of those guys stayed in the league in different capacities. All right. Oh yeah. So all I've done with this is I've gone on. I have just made sure it fires up and things actually work. Buttons get pressed. So I haven't actually played a game yet on this. So so if you want to talk about rusty, this is about as rusty as it gets. There we go. Oh, I don't have anything in there, do I? Oh, that's fun. All right. We're going to have to come in here and check some of that out. Let me know if this is lagging for you at all, too. If I'm losing frames, I kind of updated some of the setup here, so hopefully it won't be quite as bad as it was previously. Well, let's just jump into it. I think we know the rules. All right. Oh, come on. Let's try that again. There we go. I got to move it up into the right spot. I'd be curious if anyone on here has played this in a 4-player mode. What that 4-player mode would be like? Because actually, that's one I've never touched. So Albany, Buffalo, Carolina's not looking so hot. Florida's not looking so hot. Funny enough, the Florida Bobcats turf ended up in Topeka. The Tropics were last playing on it. Grand Rapids looks solid. Oh, I'm on a roll. Well, you know what? Let's go with Iowa. How could I not? All right, we gotta get rid of that. Let's try that again. I mean, for what it is, not bad. Didn't expect arena accuracy by any means. Oof. All right. General snap info. Yeah, we're just going to play this. Just see what happens. 9 feet wide, 15 feet high. All right. First and 20. First and 20. Oof. That's brutal. Whoa. That is not what I intended to happen, clearly. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Oh, apparently I lateraled. Look at that. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's feeling a little bit better. I think I'm going to go with the same play. Play clock went a little fast. I'll take it, though. All right. Just go with the free extra point. Jeez, this game moves fast. This game moves faster than the actual game. Oh. There we go. The hits after the play are cracking me up. Que pasa? How about that? I gotta stop messing around, looking around at what's going on around me. This game moves quick. Let's commit. Ah. I'll block a field goal. Oh, go with a fake. Computer's playing dirty. All right. Okay, I've got to get off the. I've got to get off the defensive back. Wow. All right, let's go some goal line defenses. Goal smash. All right, 4th and goal. Again, if you're in here, just stop by, say hi, just talk to me. Let me know what's going on in your life. Ah. Guess this is kind of a classic matchup, Barnstormers and Rattlers. Got to figure out these buttons. Those spider legs. That looks entertaining. Oh, damn. That's definitely not the way to do it. Oh, oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. I like these blitzes from the outside. Don't give them a lot of time, especially when you talk about a 20 yards to the first down. Don't give them a lot of time to pick you apart. Except that's not what I wanted to do. That was not the defense I wanted to pick. Ah, all right. I got a chance to get back in this. Start paying attention here. A hurricane. Damn it. Been pressing the wrong buttons. Told you I hadn't played this. All right. All right, let's keep moving with this. It's going to game will freeze up on me. There we go. Oof. Man, they make these hits look brutal. It cracks me up every time. Ah. All right, man. Let's go with the zone. Again, I like that outside pressure. Like that. That's what I like. Ooh. Oh. Oof. That felt good. That one felt good. Oh. Oh. This game is so excessive. I love it. I absolutely love it. Damn it. I got to stop giving up these safeties. Mm. God, could you imagine if they actually let them do that kind of stuff? It'd be insane. Oof. If my offense can only do what my defense is doing, I'd be set. All right. Let's go for the block again. I'll drop him back. If any of y'all are on here and you happen to know what button the turbo button is, holler at me. Okay, finally getting some movement. Damn it. And now you throw it. What was that? What was that? Ah. Hey, Charles, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you on here. How's everything going? You guys staying warm out there? Oh. I don't know if you can. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. I don't have a whole lot to be able to adjust on my volume here. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely a new setup here. So hopefully, I'm not dropping too many frames either. All right, how do I call timeout? Can I call timeout in this? Didn't mean to kick a field goal, but that's what it is. So what's going on, man? It was. I'll tell you what, it was miserable, absolutely miserable out here. Thankfully, I was in Vegas for the weekend, so I got to miss that nasty weather they had during the Chiefs playoff game. Now I know this is like stupid cheesy, but I feel like more games need to go back to this like video cuts like this. Is there something kind of fun about it? My rushing is god awful. Passing's not bad. I just gotta not let them sack me so much. The Road to Glory is a blast, and in terms of accuracy, it's way more accurate than this for sure. Um, there's just something fun and goofy about this game. It just gets stupid. Just the late hits you can do. Let's zone presser. That's the one I like. Just something about that defense that just gets them every time. Wow. But now Road to Glory is a blast just because you get to see so much more of you know what the actual teams that we all remember. Like I said, this is before my time, and I've got to figure out what the turbo button is. I'll take it. Oh, they gave me the touchdown. Nice. Well, I don't think he's happy about that one. Let's do a drop kick. Oh, God, that's hard. All right. I didn't even get a chance to push a button. And this game is fast. Time expired there, too. Boom, touch it. All right. Not goal line. Commit blitz. Boom. I love these old like wrestling moves after this. Wow. Third and 16. Let's take this. Oof. So what do you think about the team they're putting together in Philly now? Now that there's actually getting a little bit of information coming out. You gonna let me? Oh, ow. Yeah. So what do you think about this team they're putting in Philly? They're starting to get a couple signings. Actually, some decent players. It looks like. Come on, Hal. There we go. Yeah, Mitch Kidd. That seems like a decent selling. You know, a lot of these guys. You know, they're new to a lot of us old AFL heads. So it's there we go. So it's trying to get yeah he does look talented. Yeah, just trying to get a grasp of who all these guys are. You know, it's been a it's been a quite a wild ride unless you're one of these folks that and there's a few of them out there that just keep up with every league and every player. You know, more power to you. But yeah, he does looks talented. That's the one that I was thinking of right off the bat was he looks solid. Ooh, that's not good. Still hoping to get some more information on that venue because the commissioner did say on here that they're still definitely playing in the Philadelphia area. So it is tough trying to find film on a lot of these guys. I mean, it's it's just there's so many variables. Damn it, too bad, too busy trying to pick my player. Um, oh, all right. So I'm up by a field goal with them in striking range. Do you change a player cause you take the shoulder? Okay, do that. But your all's coaching staff got, or some more of your coaching staff got announced too as well, didn't they? Like I said, I was kind of out of touch for the weekend. I was hanging out in Vegas with the family, and oof. Yeah, if you want to start doing a live and hosting them on here, man, you're more than welcome to. We'd love to have multiple shows on here. Um, but man, if that's something you want to get into, something you want to do, you know how to reach me. But yeah, I'm all for getting stuff, getting stuff consistent. And, I mean, you know me before. I've never, this is new for me this year. Well, I still have the ball and still up. Wow. That was unexpected. But no, man, I know you know the game. I know your heart's in the right place. And that's the main thing for me. You know, oh, I have no idea what play this is going to be. Yeah, just give me enough time to get with you and kind of get you hooked up with some of the things you need just to make it work. But man, you know, ah, oh, that sucks. You just get extra beating on that for that one. I'm a yeah, I got to go to my go-to. This game's too close to the end. Oof. Damn, I love that defensive play. I'm not even sure who that player is, but that's my guy right there. What was that all about? Oh, come on. I want to hit him. He should have done there. Let's monkey around here. Oh, and I have no idea what play I just picked. I'm going for the fake. There we go. Fake field goal for the first down. Not where I wanted it to go, but I'll take it. Whew. Hey, man. Good chatting with you. Like I said, think about it. If you wanna make this happen, we can make the coaches show happen. Just holler at me anytime. But have a good one, man. Oof. All right, I'm hanging on by a thread with this one. I think he tried to pass it there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna pile it on now, just because. 15 seconds. That clock is not real, so run the same thing again. Oh, Charles, man, I'm sorry. I just saw actually what you're saying where you're on your way home from. Sorry to hear about your grandma, if you're still on, but yeah, we'll talk soon. Interesting that they're only giving me field goals an option here. And that's how you end it. Definitely not how the Barnstormers did the Arena Bowl. Overall, not bad. First game in a very, very rusty length of time here. I don't even know how many years it's been since I played a full game. Solid return yards. Alrighty. So again, if you're in chat, just say hi. Let us know how things are going. There's still other stuff I need to get rid of here. It does not like it when I click outside of this game. 19 sacks for the season. Well, isn't that fancy? Man, this thing loads like it's up on an old disc too. You'd never know this was an image of a disc and not actual CD. Come on. This is what drove me nuts about the old PlayStations back in the day. The amount of time you had to spend loading up from screen to screen was ridiculous. All right, what else we got? Let's check out this AFL film vault. We popped in there for a second. Let's see what this is. Just little highlights. Hey, Greg, what's going on, bud? There's a little film vault on this. I don't know how long ago you joined in, but there's little video snippets, little highlights and whatnot. There's Kurt. I don't know, some of these clips. I've got a jersey that's probably in some of these games. I gotta slow it down, and look at it one of these days. All right. Well, let's get back to this. Greg, I think he was talking. I think he had a drop, but he was talking about Philly. He's following Philly pretty tightly. So let's see. But yeah, I figured this is a good enough way to fill the gap from the delay in the coaches show. Yeah, the Pimmel, but Pimmel's the head coach, but the other assistants were announced, or at least they're announced. I think Shady Sports announced. I gotta play cats. Yeah, Shady Sports. I put out a deal saying who the other coaches were going to be. So it's you. Done. All right. Greg is the is the coach. I just want more answers to Philly. I know the commissioner said, "Hey, everything's good," and and we've heard that multiple times now. So if they were making something up, man, they've sure banked on something that's not happening. But just excited to get everything finally going, get all the official schedules out, just make it all real. Oh, Hammond's my return man. Oof. Oh no, Tim, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, the Dasher has that would make sense that they didn't have access to do all that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know that I'd ever want to coach either because I'd be that gambling guy going for two every touchdown. Probably wouldn't even bother carrying a kicker. Hey, onside kick it every time. Everyone would hate me because I would do everything so unconventional. It'd be insane. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What's interesting, Tim, too, is how many dasher pads there actually are in the game itself. I think most of it's their own games, but oh, screw it. Take it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I get a couple in myself, but I'll tell you what, some of these guys have definitely come up against some rough situations, especially you start talking about the indoor circuit. There we go. But I definitely see where you're going. Where you're going there, Greg. uh, there we go. It's the first time I've gotten a nice hard kick like that. So what's been going on in your guys' world while I've been hitting in the relative warmth of Vegas? I have no idea what the owners are going to be announcing next week. I'm, I'm hoping it's the head coach, but ah, damn it. I'm hoping it's the head coach. That'd be a nice little announcement for our show next week, but just gonna have to see how it plays out. Season's set to start. Von Wynn on Facebook's season is set to start uh, end of April. Some mid-April. Some teams are doing some preseason games, so you can start catching around then. Ah, but yeah. So late April. Actually, the first game is supposed to start as soon as the NFL draft is over. That's the overall plan. So from Mr. Irrelevant to the best part of the year. Yep, April 27th. You're right, Sean. Thanks for coming in too. Good seeing y'all in here. This game was so violent. Georgia Force, we had the commissioner on the show last week, Vaughn. Georgia Force is definitely still coming around. They had to do some ownership changes for a number of reasons, it sounds like. And and they have got it lined out. Now it's just a matter of getting the announcements out and getting the actual marketing for that team moving because I know that's sorely missing. All right, I figured out the turbo button. Unstoppable. I like the name of that play. And it's unstoppable until I hang on to the ball too long. Whoa. Didn't stand a chance at that. I was definitely stopped. Hold on, they're gonna be in a rush once they get everything settled. So hit them up. I know they've got a coach signed. Will he stay with the new ownership? That remains to be seen, but I would assume so. Um, but just jump on as soon as you get some official word that they're out, that they're working again. Contact them. Worst thing you're gonna do is tell you no. Uh, go. Okay, I just had to get out of that. Let's go for the fake. Well, like I said, Vaughn, they've got they went through a whole ownership change. So reaching out to them before at this point is not going to mean a thing because they've got a whole new everything at this point. So so anyone you reached out to is probably not there anymore. And like I said, hopefully that information is coming out real soon. Like the commissioner made mention of it last week. So uh, it's too good of a game to be forgotten. It's too good of a game to to fall away. So it's been a quiet couple years without it. I miss it. I'm just beyond excited that it's coming back. And honestly, I drive anywhere to go to it. I don't have the budget to fly every weekend, but if it's within 3-4 hours, I'm there. This is all new to me. Everything I've been doing with this is all brand new. So luckily I've got a good multi-screen setup here. So I've got chat right next to my video game window, but yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge for sure. I forgot to go for the return. Ooh. Oh, that is brutal. You know what, Vaughn? I'm always looking for people to help out with content. We got a couple young folks on there, but the more the merrier. AFL AFL FZ writers at Gmail. Shoot me an email. And I can contact you. Throw it. Yeah, AFL FZ writers at Gmail. Like I said, I'll get back with you. Like I said, I'm just all about promoting the game. Whatever's going to take to make this thing grow. I do plan on, I've got the Rampage Coaches show going. I do definitely want to get a league wide show going as soon as the season gets going. It's kind of silly to do it now because everything's speculation, and yeah, I'd rather have something actually legitimate to talk about. And there's just enough negative voices out there too. It's like you don't want to believe it for whatever reason, and that's on you. But let's doesn't make any sense to tear it down. Now and hearing to the levels of harassment essentially. that they've had to just get this league off the ground with the other leagues and teams coming through and sabotaging their arena deals and sabotaging arena deals, even to the point where things are getting racial. I mean, like, come on, guys. You know, y'all got your own businesses. Just let it be. If you're that afraid of this league showing you up, put out a better product. And then I'm not even about to go for field goal from here. So Vaughn, if you're still out there, what is there, are you in the Atlanta area? I'm assuming you're going to be following the Force primarily. Oh yeah, Tim. For those who can't see Tim saying they love the idea that AFL have as many podcasts and video casts than ever before. And it, part of that's just the nature of it's so much easier now to do than it was before. But yeah, it's nice seeing so many different options out there. It makes it on one. It makes it a little bit harder to track them all down and when, where. You know, when it was Arena Fan and only Arena Fan, it was pretty simple. But it's cool though that there's so many different options. It allows for different voices and different different purposes. You know, that's the one thing I'm really liking is from what we're seeing. You know, so far with these podcasts is people have very different styles, and it's made it real entertaining from what I've seen. You know, some it's more of a question and answer session. Some are more relaxed. Some are more just traditional. And I don't know what play I just picked. And yeah, they've got to come back stronger there. And and for the things I've seen done wrong, I love the fact that these guys are just doing something different. Hmm. They're bringing in different ideas to the technology into things. I love the idea of the VR. And I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to do it, but I love the idea of it. Um, um, but yeah, being able to go from a VR and sit anywhere in the arena or sit, you know, wall side. Ah, but yeah, they're doing something. They're just taking a different mentality to it. Throwing teams in the same locations doing the same thing over and over and over again hasn't worked. You know, it's time to give it a different shot. All right, man. Blitz sides. God, this game is so damn violent. I was talking back in my day, games weren't quite so violent. It's an interesting comment. The Voodoo head coach on his video interview the other day said Voodoo historical logo. Oh, because of trademark issues. That's one that I'm sure he hung on to, especially considering the NBA wanted to have access to it when they made the Pelicans, but he wanted too much for it, so I could see him hang on to that. The Philly one, I'm not sure. Um, just I, the thing is, there isn't really a need to go with the old Philly logo, and while I don't love the new one, it's not. This isn't Bon Jovi's team. There's no reason to have it be a music note. That was the whole point of that old logo. Um, so they went with the more ghost type spirit. All right, I don't know that I love it, but it's not horrible. Um, yeah, it could very well be that what's going on with the Philly logo, and maybe why the Cats have to use this logo as their secondary logo. Um, I didn't get a confirmation that the Southwest Kansas Storm are going to have all the Tampa Bay Storm records, though. Oh man, a lot of angry people if that happens. Uh, there we go. The one that always cracks me up, Tim, is but Jerry Jones owns the Dallas Desperados. He doesn't. He hasn't for many, many years. Man, that's one of those rumors that just goes around for ever and ever and ever that, they can't use it because Jerry Jones owns it. That hasn't been true for like 12, 13 years now. This game is so fast. I don't ever remember playing another football game that was just like there's just no time between anything to read, look at things. You have to just go, know exactly what you want to play, where it is. Quick pass button. But yeah, I mean, I'd say there probably is something to that, though, Tim. That more than likely it is something that somebody owns the rights to somewhere else. I know when they did that auction, a lot of those assets got split. It didn't go to all one person, so maybe that's part of that whole package. Oh, I have no idea what happened there, but it was good. Oh, I was right there at the other guy. Ah, Firebird's president did interview and gave a little bit more insight on why. So last I had heard, Jerry Kurz owned all the Albany stuff. So I haven't heard that interview, so I'd be curious to hear how that went down. Because at one point I thought Jerry owned the Firebird stuff and that and the rights to Chicago. But obviously with the league not being the same league, those rights mean nothing now. Yeah, if you think about it and you can link me that interview, I'm definitely curious to hear what they have to say. Tuck rule. I can't kick field goals worth a damn on this game, so gotta risk it. I like this one. Whoa. Going all out with the Firebirds home opener, especially since the game's rumored to be on the national television. Hall of Fame would be good. Great. I'm hoping they get a nice concert because they've been pushing the concerts. Have a big name there to and just really kind of kick it off right, especially if it is like we think as soon as the NFL draft is over and be a good opportunity to get some eyeballs. Hall of Fame would be interesting. I don't. Do you think they've got enough of a background? Like, do you start off with the Hall of Fame? Like, I feel like that's almost a little risky. Because I feel like at that point it's, hey, look at all these great guys that no one except for the hardcore people know. I don't know. It's supposed to be either, but I'm not complaining. Well, yeah, I'd be curious. You're planning on going to that game, aren't you, Tim? Planning to be at that Albany home opener? And let me know too if this is coming through clear. If I'm losing frames, things don't look right. I'm kind of trying to tweak things as I go here. Recognizing current Hall of Fames. Oh, and it'd be a good way to introduce people to the history of the game too. So definitely don't hate that idea. Yeah, so I've actually got that same jersey he's wearing in there for one of his linemen. That 10th anniversary jersey. Oh, there's Clint. Oh, only 80 touchdowns. That's crazy to think how high that record ended up getting. Good. Glad to see it's coming through clear. I know last time I did a game, it was real choppy. Lost a bunch of frames, so I think I finally got my setup kind of where I want it. Man, I complained about this earlier, but man, these PS1 games, they just took days to load. I love that we have access to things, like these games. Download them pretty quick. You know, the like I said, you're talking about making all these podcasts. It's so much easier. That's exactly perfect example of how this game wasn't that easy to stream before. Huh. Yeah, they sure did white out a bunch of those boards, didn't they? Huh. That's hilarious what they decided to keep and what they didn't. Because like the old eye helmet. Wow, that's a throwback. I don't know that I've seen on video before. I know, Tim. Years ago, you sent me a clip. You sent me a newspaper article with that helmet logo on there, but I don't think I've ever seen that in video. So I gotta do that one again because that was kind of cool. Huh? Before the goggles. That's slick. All right, let's check out the girls. What's going on with Sharon here? She's literally just gonna dance. That's hilarious. What games have changed a little bit since then? All right, let's go back. Let's get probably one more game in. I'll tell you, Goody's been kicking out some great games on his channel. I really need to be promoting that channel a lot more because he's thrown out some great games that I think most people thought were lost. So I definitely need to give his channel a little more love on the socials. All right, let's pick a team. We got Albany. Anybody you'd like to see, Tim? Any old favorites? Ooh, San Jose is not a good passing team that year. We're just gonna do this, whatever it lands on. San Jose. Oh, an animated Sabercat, some animated Milwaukee Mustangs logo. I wonder if that got used anywhere except for this game. The animated versions of those logos. Is that something the video game company did, or is that something the league provided to them? Does that nifty TV channel still exist that has all the different NFL networks and older games? Because that was kind of a nice little 24/7. Who knows what you're going to see streaming channel. For all I know, Nifty TV itself doesn't even exist anymore. Ah, oh, this game is so over the top. I love the old wrestling moves. Since when does Randy Savage play for the NFL? NFL, AFL, yeah. Funny enough, I did actually see a post the other day. Randy Savage with a baseball card. It's kind of weird seeing him with his regular name and all clean shaven and looking respectable. All right. Let's try wide receiver screen. I screwed up earlier. That's what I was looking to do for that 2-point conversion. But yeah, there's some old baseball card with him out there. Um, it's it's kind of crazy to see. Oof. Macho Man and Bonesaw in the Spider-Man movie. Oh, that's my era. That's my era of WWE. That's the stuff I remember growing up with. When the when Macho Man and Hulk Hogan teamed up together and they for a tag team, it's like, oh man, no one's ever going to beat these guys. So that was my era. I don't get it these days. Oof. But yeah, I want to say he was playing for the Reds, if I remember correctly. Take it. Let's see what else we got. Tight ends, twins. Let's try cruising. Yeah, just a little too much. Just a bit outside. All else fails, go to Wagner. think that was kind of the way San Jose did things back in the day. Ah, so that grew up in the late attitude, early ruthless aggression. Stopped watching 2010. No, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I was busy doing the whole parenting thing at 2010. Not that I'm not now, but um, but yeah, I definitely lost track of it. I kind of followed with the main people. He knew who they were, what was going on. But so now I work part time at the arena on event nights, and I tell you what, those wrestling nights are they're interesting, man. They bring in some very interesting people. Blitz going. Oh, too busy tackling everybody except the one they needed. They can pay for that one. Oops. I guess I should pay attention. But yeah, so I'm still definitely in that world because I end up seeing a couple events a year. But I I don't know. There's just something simple and dumb about it back in the day. It was great, and it was so cheesy at times. Most of the time, honestly. I have no idea what happened on that play. Bunch of flashing lights. All of a sudden, my guy comes up with the ball. Kill a tomato, huh? All right. I like the kill a tomato. This game punches harder than rugby leaves live two intercepts. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing with this game. Is it's goofy. You know, the Road to Glory and the one before that, just arena football. They're fun and it's great for a football game. This is just a classic arcade, bash them around, get stupid. Because the reality is, this is what most people think arena football actually is. Those that aren't part of this game in real life. They think that is all this is. It's just a bunch of guys in a small space throwing people up against the wall and late hits. Oh crap! I no clue what happened there. But yeah, as far as I can tell, there is no such thing as a penalty in this game. And, for what it was when it came out, especially if you're a fan of this game, oh man, it's an arena football video game. That's a huge deal. Else I push the turbo button. Spider legs. Hmm. I don't even know that you can run in this game. Even the players running, even the players running looks goofy. There we go. Oh, all right. A second guy comes up in there. Thoughts on four Predators? Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that they had that many moved, but yeah, that would be my guess. Is at this point, I think any schedule move is going to be for TV. These aren't these aren't being done randomly. But yeah, I would guess that just about any of these moved games, if it's not directly, it's indirectly because of a televised game. All right, hang on. Goal line lockdown. Well, and was it Orlando that I saw has additional? Oh, seriously, has additional Thursday games? I think those Thursday games. There's there's not a. They're not picking Thursday for just the heck of it. So if you see those Thursday games coming up, uh, I'd put money on it being televised. Um, Now the question is, where all is it going to be televised? And I think we all have an idea of a couple, but not necessarily. We may not necessarily know everything. Um, it seems like there is a little more going on in the background than we realize. But that's been the whole time. That's been the thing. All right. One interception on each. Yeah, two more Thursdays. Yeah. The Thursdays aren't, no one's choosing to go to Thursday just because. Unless they're getting, it's gonna be one of two things. One, it's for television, or two, there's someone else that wanted the arena on that date, and they're paying the team a good chunk of money to relocate off of a prime weekend date. Which, if that's the case, it doesn't make a difference who attends because they're ultimately getting the game paid for by whoever's using the arena that weekend. Um, but yeah, I would. That's my guess right there. Is that has way more to do with televised games. So hopefully, the jungle's ready to be showcased. I hope they can get back that energy they used to have too, because back when they were the anti-Disney and you know just all the absolute craziness going on, in the stands as well as people ask when the game was the best. The game was the best when Orlando was just chaos at their games. That's when the game was best. That's not really who I wanted to go to, but yeah, I really don't think it's a coincidence when you see stuff like that. Come on. All right. Hot tubs of blow up dolls, exactly. It's the anti Disney. You get tired of being the Disney city, come see us. Come to one of our games. Oh, I'm glad he likes the play calling because I have no idea what it is. Yeah, hot tubs of blow up dolls. That's everyone wants to make the next family friendly thing, but man, sometimes you gotta go against the family friendly thing. If your whole market is inundated with family friendly, let's get crazy. You know, bring the strippers out as the cheerleaders. Get like the movie The Replacements. You know, sometimes you just got to get stupid like that. But yeah, that was the heyday of arena football in my mind, and I wasn't even part of it back then. That's how much that sticks with me. Is I didn't even get to experience that, and I was still yeah, exactly. It might be cheaper getting the strippers. They probably already have the costumes. So, but I think there is something to that. Now let's I don't I think that works anywhere, honestly. I was going to say maybe in a city like Utah you don't do that, but there is the people that want that kind of thing that don't buy into what the rest of the city is. So I said multiple times, one of my favorite arena football shirts is one I got in Tulsa, and it says "I like it against the wall." That's it. On the back, on the front, it says Tulsa Towns. On the back, it says "I like it against the wall." It's great. It catches people's attention. It's not here's a logo and enjoy your stay. I like a little bit more going on there. One of these days I'll figure out how to do kickoffs. All right. I gotta start paying a little bit of attention. But yeah, the replacements is really honestly the perfect example of the kind of atmosphere you can create with getting a little blue collar with it, getting a little not Disney. And that doesn't mean you got to go over the top. You know what? If the Avengers did have billboards like that up again, that was I can't figure. I came in around 2006, so I missed a lot of the good stuff like that. I got in when NBC started sanitizing everything. I actually did not think they were going for the field goal there. That's the other thing is if they can get in good with if they can get in good with the ESPNs and Disney's of the world, that's a brand you bring back too. You bring back the Avengers, but you don't bring it back like the LA Avengers. You bring them back as a New York Avengers, and you pull out your Disney friends and you slap the big old Avengers A on the side of the helmet. That sells. People be coming to that. People would travel to come to that game just to see the Avengers football team. So I mean, I felt like they had a chance to do that back, before everything went south this last time. But yeah, LA Warner ads are great. I remember the Rumble, the Montecito. That was fun. That was a lot of fun to see. That's what he had all the big stars involved. Elway, Bon Jovi. Oh man, that was a ton of fun. But again, it was sanitized. It was corporate sanitized at that point. They couldn't get away with, you know, couldn't get away with that. They also, it was things like when Spokane was on the broadcast, they were hesitant to put the goal line bandits on the screen because they were known for giving the shocker. Well, it's a shock. You don't want people to do stuff like that. Don't name your team that way. Um, but they had to beg the commissioner, "Hey, come on, put us on TV. It's okay. We won't do. We promise we'll behave." Like they had to beg the commissioner, tell them they would behave, so that they could get put on the broadcast of the Arena Bowl. Which that was a incredibly boring Arena Bowl, but man, I did appreciate that town and how they supported their team. Um, I mean, the Arena Bowl itself was exactly what to expect. They were a juggernaut of a team, but the atmosphere was just another game, another home game. Um, Loud because I mean that's what they did in Spokane, um, but there's no Arena Bowl atmosphere there. Um, it was just a game, and that's why I'm excited too about getting back to a neutral site. Is to actually get to be more of an experience rather than just a home game. I know it's not necessarily the most popular opinion, but there's just something about the neutral site games. It's just so much more of an event. And to their credit, Spokane fans showed up. Like they completely showed up, and that place was packed, and it was loud. It was like I said, the game itself was a good time, but if it wasn't, if you didn't know you were there for the Arena Bowl, you didn't quite know why you were there. Also, let's say back then, Montecito, that's also when Reba was big, and they always had like the Crush poster in her son-in-law's bedroom, and there was always a few little references to different arena football teams. NBC NBC did the league right. I got to give them that. They did what they had to do to promote it, and that's huge. You got to hope whoever's coming in, or multiple whoever's are coming in, can do the same thing. Yeah, 5 p.m. local game. That's true. Yeah, that's again, that's the other downside to. I'll try drop kick because there we go. Nice. Yeah, 5 p.m. local game, and that's again part of the problem with doing the best records. Yeah, you get a inconvenient West Coast time, or you get a inconvenient East Coast time because it's got to fit a certain window. Um, like we had that New Orleans Arena Bowl, last New Orleans Arena Bowl. It was a disaster, and part of that was because of TV contracts and having to delay the game, and there was something else in the way. So you know, so no one ended up coming. The game didn't start till I think 9 o'clock. And you can double check me on that, Tim, but I want to say it's like 9 o'clock is when that game started. And yeah, nobody showed up. Uh, uh, so I just like I said, I just like the neutral site. I just like that it gives these guys the true event that it should be. Oh, what? And I did promise the Goal Line Bandits years ago that I would do a review on all arena bowls that I've been to, and I do need to do that. I need to sit down and I need to sit down and actually do something up on that one because I did tell him I would throw something together and take some time out here and do this. Go ahead and squash this real quick. So, all right, bring y'all back to the main screen here. Yeah, I'm not gonna hang on too much longer, but just want to fill in some time for today since we had to cancel the other interview. But I'm excited for next week. I'm not sure if we're gonna do Monday or Tuesday for the Guerrilla Tactics show. It's tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, but I'd like to get it back on the Monday rotation if we can. Like I said, we'll iron that out here the next couple days. But yeah, looking forward to having the two owners on. Kind of get some clarification on what happened, what's going on, what's the future of the Rampage, as owners, what's it like for them to be, uh, you know, across the river from another historic franchise. What challenges that brought on as ownership. Um, they just kind of get you guys, if you guys seen me, you know how I do things, just kind of a casual thing, just hang out, see what's going on. But that's essentially the plan. Just kind of chat with them, see what their future is, see what these announcements are for us. Like I said, I'm hoping to get the head coach announcement, but I honestly don't know what they have in mind. So you guys will find out pretty much when I find out when we get them on here next week. But in the meantime, thanks everybody for showing up. I'll go ahead and cut it short, but if there's anything else you'd like to see, things I can bring in here, holler at me, message us. You can message us on any of the socials or email us at uh, AFLFZ fanzone FZ writers, AFLFZ writers at gmail.com. That's if you want to contribute, if you want to, give us some ideas, you can email us there. Like I said, or message us on any of our socials. We kind of keep track of all that. But again, thanks to everybody coming out that did. Again, holler at me if you want to see some content that's not out there yet. So you got a different idea or something you want to put out there. Definitely holler at me. Thanks again for everybody showing up, and we'll catch y'all next time.